This presentation is about the common mistakes that underdogs will make. The first is not keeping things simple and honest. It's not so much that underdogs haven't all tried to embellish the truth at one time or another, but it rarely works, and if it does work, not for long. Another mistake is going against instead of with the flow of events. Try to divert it or use it to your advantage. That's a much better option. Ignoring the need to wait and rushing headlong into action is another common mistake. This is even more important if reaching your goal is very important but not urgent, and you're in a position of severe disadvantage. Another mistake is ignoring the unintended consequences of your actions. When you act to achieve your goal, you also affect a range of other situations, and these have consequences. It's also fairly common to find underdogs working on the wrong problem. You're looking for a particular outcome, but the cause of the problem you have identified is in fact incorrect, and you're working to solve a problem that will have an outcome different from what you expect. A common mistake is not specifying the objectives enough. It's normal to refine the objectives as the strategy is developed and implemented, but a fuzzy goal is going to lead to a fuzzy strategy and fuzzy outcomes. Not developing enough alternatives is a common mistake. When you're considering various strategies, you need to have a broad enough range of possibilities to consider to make a good decision. Another common mistake is giving inadequate thought to trade-offs. To achieve your goal, you may have to set aside other desirable outcomes or actions. You need to weigh carefully the worth of achieving your goal versus setting aside those other outcomes. Similarly, you must not sacrifice your ethics completely in order to achieve a goal. Disregarding uncertainty is another common mistake. Always expect the unexpected. Always be attentive for events outpacing you or blindsiding you. Always expect your information to be faulty or incomplete, because at least once in your strategy, it will happen. The essence of strategy is how to deal flexibly and creatively with new developments, not in nailing down the perfect plan on paper. Failing to account for your risk tolerance is a common mistake. No human being is ever the perfect strategist with great foresight, reliable information, fabulous intuition, and nerves of steel. Be aware of how much risk you are willing to take and how much the rest of the team is willing to take, and stay below that threshold. Another mistake is failing to plan ahead when decisions are linked over time. It's the easiest thing in the world to not notice that events are interrelated and that there can be a domino effect. You need to plot out the deadlines and plot your actions backwards. A common mistake of underdogs is not trusting your intuition. In strategy, it's important to work easily with the non-rational part of your brain. This tacit dimension is critical at the outset, although it stays important throughout. These are some of the common mistakes underdogs make that I have had a chance to observe over the years.